So I was up this morning and I saw Richard Cooper post this. For those of you that don't know, he has a YouTube channel called Entrepreneurs in Cars. Okay. And I thought it was very revealing, right? As you guys know, women expose themselves on TikTok every day. All right. They do all kinds of fuck shit and complain about men and all this other stuff. And it's literally hilarious. I've genuinely thought about like spending a significant amount of time reacting to this crap for you guys. But, you know, it's like, this is like 2022, 2023 era type shit, you know, reacting to on TikTok. But what I realize more and more is that you guys need me to continue covering this stuff, man, because I'll take a break, right, from covering red pill stuff, and you guys will go back to the fucking plantation and simp on these chicks. So, here, give me one sec, chat. You guys will sit there and you guys will, you know, simp on these chicks. So, you guys need to be reminded why you can't do that shit. So, anyway, let's go ahead and, oh, we got the OSS chat here. My bad. Give me one sec, guys. That chat is crazy.
And I don't want to be alone forever.
I'm 28. What? Like, I should be married. I should be having kids. This is just my epiphany.
Now, we've talked about this before. What is the epiphany phase, guys? The epiphany phase is when a woman gets old enough to realize that she doesn't have the same market pull that she had at her peak. Also, she starts to realize that the potential for her to be single for the rest of her life now starts to, oh shit, hold on. That's when they start to wake up. They start to wake up when they realize that they can no longer compete at the highest level for the highest level men. That's when women really start to wake up. I've told you guys before, I'm going to say it again. Women don't really start to mature until they stop getting attention from men. Shout out to my guy, Cub Q55. Thank you so much for the gifted sub.
Like, I am independent and strong. I'd like to think I have it pretty much together. Like, I'd like to say that I am pretty beautiful. But one thing about me, your girl can't get a man for her life. Her life! I'm tired and I just want to sleep next to my man. I want to read my book next to my man, make my coffee, drink it next to my man, and not go out to the clubs anymore. Like, what the fuck do I have to do to secure the man? Let me know. Stop gatekeeping. That's a girl guy.
So she said, let me know, stop gatekeeping, right? That should tell you guys the problem right there, right? Let's pay attention to that. How do I get a guy stop gatekeeping? I've been telling you guys for years now at this point, for years, that the average woman doesn't respect the average man. And not only does the average woman not respect the average man, the average woman doesn't give a fuck what a man wants. Higher or lower status, by the way. Okay? Because guys that have higher status versus guys that have lower status, we basically all want the same shit. Let's be honest here. The only difference between you and a rich guy is that the rich guy has more access, but we want the same shit. Right? So she's saying stop gatekeeping as if it's like some secret what men want. Right? And the reason why I'm highlighting this is because I've told you guys before that not only do women not care about what men want, society doesn't teach them what men want either. Okay? When you're a little boy, your mom teaches you how to be a gentleman, hold the door open, all this crap. Okay? And society kind of reinforces you being a gentleman, right? But what society doesn't do is society doesn't teach women how to be ladies towards a man. And I want to be very clear that that's a very important distinction, because society will teach women to be polite and be a lady, but they're not going to teach them how to get and how to be attractive to a man. Does that make sense? Outside of the physical. Outside of the physical, they don't teach, people don't, we don't have an infrastructure that teaches women how to be attractive to men. And the reason why is because there's not really a demand for it in the beginning. If you're a woman and you're average looking, or you're annoying or anything else like that, no one's really going to care if you're insufferable. You will still be able to find a guy. But when she says shit like, oh, stop gatekeeping, she's speaking as if knowing what men wants is a secret, or knowing what men wants is like a gatekept secret. And that's just ludicrous. But since we live in this female-first society, this is the norm. This is, in fact, the norm.
I do to get married these days. Let me tell you, I'm educated. I'm decent looking. I got a rockin' body that I work really
I'm educated. I'm decent looking. I got a rockin' body.
hard for. And I plan to go back to grad school.
I plan to go and pursue more education.
Why am I still single at 27?
Because men don't give a fuck about that shit, stupid. Bro, like, the gall is absolutely fucking nuts of these women, bro. Yo, nigga, imagine being so fucking unaware that you get in your car, put the seatbelt on, like this dummy right here, turn your camera on, put the filter on, and then actually confess to the camera, I'm educated. I'm going back for my master's. Why can't I find a guy? As if men give a fuck about that. That's like me getting in the car and saying, damn, I get my nails done every week and I get my hair done every week. What the fuck is wrong with these? Why don't they give me a chance? But this speaks volumes to what I told you earlier. Women are
redacted.
Straight up. Fucking
Redacted.
It's like it never ceases to amaze me how unaware they are. Completely unaware. Like, and here's the other thing too, is that you know that they actually believe this because she turned on the camera and posted it on the internet. So if you're gonna go ahead and turn on the camera and post it on the internet, more than likely you're somewhat confident that it's gonna resonate with someone or that it's accurate. Right? And we know how women are. They take a picture of themselves. She's got to take like 70 pictures to pick the best one and edit the fuck out of it. So when chicks go ahead and post on the internet, they truly do think that it's a deliberate attempt, basically, is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Don't post nothing on the internet by accident. A chick will sit there, go on any girl's camera roll. You'll see 50 of the same fucking picture, and they take the best one, they edit the fuck out of it, then they post it. So this ain't no mistake. So why am I telling you guys this? I'm telling you guys this because this girl actually thought, like, yeah, I'm going back to grad school. I got a rockin' bod. I'm educated. Why don't men want me? And she's putting this shit on the internet.
Redacted.
It's so embarrassing. It is so embarrassing how these girls reveal themselves, how they get on the internet and complain that they can't find a guy, and they name a bunch of traits that we don't give a fuck about.
Is it because my standards are too high?
Are my standards too high?
Is it because I'm a little insane?
Yeah, maybe that is. Now the truth comes out. Yeah. So let me get this straight. What do you bring? Your education, a rockin' body, and some, according to you, a rockin' body, air quotes. Your career, your high standards. Yeah, no, that the guys don't want that. A little crazy? No, thank you. No, thank you. Dudes don't go and make a bunch of money to deal with crazy bro. They'll have sex with them. They'll have a fling with them. But they ain't going to marry these types of girls, bro. A lot of the times. And look at how she just glosses over. Is it because I'm a little crazy? Yeah, that's a problem. Dummy. If you're crazy, I put my life in jeopardy hanging out with your crazy ass. Crazy women are a fucking liability. A huge liability that will fuck up your life.
Is it because I got daddy issues?
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's probably it too, by the way. That's probably it too. So notice how she mentions all these good things she brings to the table. Education. I'm going back for my grad degree. I got a rockin' body. But why don't men want me? Is it because my standards are too high? I'm a little crazy? Do you get daddy issues? Yeah. Yeah, you do. And she posted this on the internet. That's the part that makes me go crazy. Like, bruh, how little self-awareness do modern women have, bro? They're oblivious. Oblivious. That's like me getting on there, right? That's like me sitting in my fucking car. Why don't girls want me, dude? My manicures are on fleek. I got the nicest shoes. I'm always dressed well. Damn. Maybe it's because I make $20K a year. Damn. Maybe it's because I'm trying to go for girls that are like Instagram models. Damn. Maybe it's because I live with my mom. Do you think a guy would go on the internet and post that? Fuck no. Fuck no. Fuck no. You guys want to know why he wouldn't post that shit? Because men, we have checks and balances in place. All right? If you do some weird shit as a guy, you're going to get roasted. Women, on the other hand, never get roasted. So they behave like idiots, imbeciles. If we're laughing at them, it's one thing, but I'm talking about like you actually laugh at a joke they make. Them doing dumb shit, that doesn't count. Bro, they're just not witty and interesting, bro. There's no need. Why the hell is a girl going to develop because here's the thing you got to understand, right? For you to be funny, right? For you to have the ability to have a little bit of comic relief, all right? It's a sign of higher intelligence. Because being a comedian and telling jokes is actually a very a self-aware skill set, right? Because what comedians are able to do is they're able to take taboo topics and make them funny and speak about truths in the undercurrent, and we all kind of know what's going on in the background. It's a joke, so we laugh. So you have to have some semblance of social awareness, of wit, of charm, because you have to deliver the joke in a way, right? The delivery is extremely important. You have to have good memorization skills, because if you notice, guys, the best comedians, what they'll do is they'll make a joke in the beginning of the show, like they'll allude to something in the beginning of their stand-up routine, and then they'll bring it back on the second part of the routine. So it's not easy to be funny. And it's especially not easy to be funny when it comes to being like a professional comedian doing jokes. All right? So in general, you might find one funny chick out of 100. Am I saying women are never funny? No. But in general, bruh, we're talking 1 out of 100, 1 out of 1,000. It's that rare. And the reason why it's so rare is because women don't need to be funny to get sexual access. The reason why men are funny is because we have to be funny. If we're not, we're cooked. There's real consequences for being a weirdo as a guy. There's no consequences for being a weirdo as a chick or a retard.
Is it because I have a little bit of an addictive personality?
Oh, wow. This chick has a bunch of fucking problems. Daddy issues, addictive personality. Bro, and the crazy part is like this like a 5, like a 6. Like she's very average. That's another problem. Women want exceptional men, but they're not willing to make exceptions. You guys ever catch on to that? Like, bro, these chicks, they want top tier niggas, but they're bottom tier bitches. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Is it because I'm an ER nurse and they're a little bit nutty? Or is it because I have trauma bonds?
And ER nurses, FYI. Complete. And you can already tell from the way that she speaks that she's insufferable. You guys know, you guys are within seconds of her speaking, and look, her long ass head. Shout out to Robin Kobe 24. Appreciate you, bro. With the 25 gifted, sir. Or sorry, the 5 gifted. Thank you for the 5 gifted.
And I only want men that literally want me dead. I don't know, but if you are good looking and want a wife, hit my line.
Where's the men that are like holding it down?
Okay, here's another thing also that keeps women single as well. So over the past several decades, guys, I don't know if you guys have caught on to this, but women have become far more interested in dating handsome men. That's something also that you guys need to understand, right? So not only are females picky about income and comedy and all this other bullshit, women have also started to adapt a masculine sense, not just from them acting like fucking dudes, but another thing also that a lot of women are looking for is like they want dudes that are actually handsome and good looking. So not only are girls more masculine in general, but women also are starting to adopt a little bit of like a male mentality where they want handsome men. Well, newsflash for you niggas. We might have one Chad for every 10 dudes. 1 to 2 Chads for every 20 dudes. Let's be honest here. Most dudes are fucking ugly, bro. We're going to be all the way a million here.
Welcome, punch!
Some of you niggas got hit with the ugly stick, all right? So, since what? Maybe 5% of men are actually physically attractive to women, this also fucks a lot of dudes up. Because a lot of women have adopted more of a male mentality with them wanting a handsome man. The days of being a regular guy, working a factory job, and getting a girl that's out of your league, bro, it's tough to do nowadays. The only time I see ugly niggas with girls is if they got money or status. Nowadays, since women make their own money. So we've seen a rise also in females being a bit more shallow. And here's another ugly thing that they will never admit. So women will sit there, right, and they'll tell y'all, oh, I want personality. He doesn't have to be handsome. Right? Looks don't matter like that to me. That's a fucking bold-faced lie, bro. That's a lie. And I'll take it a step further. Women are pickier than men when it comes to looks. Way more. They'll sit there and say, I want a dad bod. I don't care how he looks. I just want him to treat me well. Fucking lies, bro. Fucking lies. The thing with women is this. What women find attractive is actually far more rigid than you guys think. Okay? Way more rigid. V-taper, good shape, athletic build, square jaw, 6 foot tall plus. Right? A little bit of a beard. This is what women actually want. Now, they don't like talking about this for obvious reasons. They don't want to come off as surface level. They don't want to come off as shallow, etc. So one thing you can count on is that females are never going to be honest with you about, number one, what they actually like, number two, what their sexual strategy is, and then number three, what they're aroused by. They're never going to tell you any of this shit. You're just supposed to know. And if she has to tell you, you already lost. It's all a fucking lie. So what women find attractive physically is actually way more narrow than you guys think. Don't be fooled with the, oh yeah, you know, my personality matters more. She's totally cool. She likes me for me. No, bro, hell no. What women actually find physically attractive is the same thing as the next. They just don't admit it.
Like actually the leader that actually tells you what it is that's going on and
oh, look, she's being honest. I want a leader that tells you what it is.
takes control and is the disciplinary action. Like, I have such a hard, independent woman.
What the fuck is there? There's a kid in the back? Yeah, no. Yeah, no thank you, bro. No thank you. You got her fucking kid in the back. Hey, this talking about I want a leader. Lead yourself back to your last relationship, bro. I'm not about to cook myself for this little nigga that you got.
Welcome, punch!
Personality, and I need someone to put me in my place.
No, bro. See? Okay. Look, I respect that she's honest. I need someone to put me in my place. But, bro, if a bitch gets to the point where I need someone to put me in my place, bro, you could tell this masculine as fuck. She got a sleeve tattoo, right? She got a nigga in the back. Baby, mommy. Could you imagine? Bro, this thing. Yo, could you, bro, yo, kids that. Yo, These little kids nowadays, bro, you niggas are cooked, bro. Oh my God. The smartphone was the worst fucking invention ever made. Worst. Could you imagine this little fucking baby? 12 years from now, nigga's gonna be in like 6th grade. Right? You're gonna be on the playground. And the kids are gonna be like, oh, I saw your mom on TikTok. She can't find the man. She's a stupid. And then niggas will be like, what are you talking about? Isn't this your mom? Nigga pulls up this old ass TikTok clip of his dumbass thought mom sitting there. I need someone to put me in my place. Bruh, these young dudes now, you guys are cooked, bro. Niggas are about to have the files on everybody's mom. Bitches want me to come in here and be Clark Kent and rescue their asses. No, thank you.
I need someone to be like, hey, this is what we're doing today, so you just chill and sit back. Yeah, what happened to this?
I'll tell you what happened to it. Number one, these men get demonized and get called toxically masculine. Number two, guys that do that shit don't want a rambunctious, crass woman like yourself. That's why. You don't qualify for that type of dudes. Sorry. Another ugly truth. You masculine ass don't qualify for a masculine ass man. It's not gonna happen, bro. I don't want to be around a chick that's gonna argue with me all the time. Fuck out of here, man. You guys are for sex only.
I just unlocked a level of single I did not know
I just unlocked the level of single I did not know, bro.
exists. My fucking landlord just called me and immediately goes, hey, do you want to go out with my friend's son? Your boyfriend moved out, right? You're single. He's 5'11" and fixes air conditioning. Do you want me to send a picture? I'm like, you know what, Eleanor? Yes, I do. Why not? Thanks for looking out, girl. Why not?
What's a girl gotta do? If I'm hoping to find my mans out in the wild, whether that's the bar, grocery store, the gym, restaurants, out to eat dinner.
And it's gonna be even harder for these chicks. Men are approaching women less. Chat. Men are actually approaching women less than before.
Or like whatever. What's it take to get a hi, hey, how are you? Because, you know, you go through the process of doing your hair, your makeup, shifting through and crashing out over 20 different outfits, and you finally pick one because you're always like, yeah, like I'm gonna find my mans tonight. I can feel it. It's gotta be this time.
Yeah, but then what do you go and do? You go to the club, you sit there on your fucking phone the whole time. Any guy that does approach you, nope. Your big fucking fat friend says, nope. And then niggas get annoyed and they just leave. And then your dumb ass is like, wait, hold on, you're supposed to try more. What? Nope. Could you guys, like, yo, this is another thing that you guys need to know. Like, these women are so ridiculous sometimes. They'll go out, you'll approach them, they'll reject you, they'll be like, okay, and then you'll leave. It's like, oh, why aren't you trying again? Because it's a Me Too era? Because it's 2025? Because I'm not trying to go to fucking jail? Right? Like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro?
Every single time, I swear. I'm always the backup option. I'm always the option until a different option comes around, and I get it. I have a complicated life. And
that's funny. Notice how she's complaining about being a backup option, but we all know that women have plenty of backup options. Here's the thing that I tell you guys all the time, right? Why do you guys think I tell y'all, yo, have multiple chicks, yo, stay attractive, yo, talking to one girl is none, two girls is one. Like, I tell you guys, you need to date like women do, bro. You need to date like they do. They play the field, they weigh their options, all this other shit. Like, you can't afford to not play the same game as them. Women naturally have an abundance mindset. Men need to earn their abundance mindset. Because since women exist, all they got to do is just exist. Men come up to them. So they naturally have an abundance mindset. But you as a guy, you got to cultivate that abundance mindset.
understand all of that. It's not an easy situation.
If you think you live somewhere where we should move because we all want husbands that are actually good men, please comment a good state and city, zip code, all the info on where we should move.
Address.
And she's there with all of her single friends. And I tell you guys this shit all the time. Women are the worst fucking friends to each other, bro. They keep each other perpetually single. Matter of fact, let me give you guys a perfect example of this right now.
That was easy.
So check this out. I tweeted on this earlier. All right. So I don't know if you guys saw this. This went viral on Twitter, right? This girl Her name is Sarah Stock, right? I think she was on one of the 1 verse 20s. I know her because she works for my guy Elijah Schaefer, right? This is her. She was on one of the 1 verse 20s, right? So this girl gets married, right? She gets a ring. And you got like this whore right here, Isabella DeLuca. Why is this so small? LOL. And then another girl, also, Emily Saves America says, the ring size, right? And I go, your body count size. You know what? We're close. Okay, niggas, let's ratio this quick. Here's the link, bro. Smash the fucking like on this shit. Let's ratio this fast. But anyway, yeah, so she goes, your body count size, right? And I make fun of her because she's making fun of this girl for the ring size. So you got this Emily Saves America chick, Isabella DeLuca. Hell, even Pearl throws some shots, right? How does e-girl take it off the market? And the reason why I'm mentioning this to you guys is that I think you guys need to understand, bro. Like, I really need you guys to get this through your head. When I say that women self-sabotage, I truly fucking mean that shit. They are not happy for each other, bro. They are not. Why do we got these right-wing tradcon women coming in and roasting her for getting married? Why? This is a W, right? And here's my tweet. Sarah Stock got proposed to, and I see multiple trad grifting thoughts like Isabella DeLuca and Emily Saves America, which, by the way, you guys know Emily Saves America is hard. I've shown you guys her debates with Dean Withers and shit. Complete. She only gets the opportunity she gets because she's a blondie. Trying to throw shade in the comments. I'm extremely critical of women and feminism, but I will never insult a woman for doing her job, finding a man and creating a nuclear family. As for the rest of you single, I will continue to cook you for being single and unable to find a man you actually want, not a loser that will actually marry you. I'm going to continue cooking you thoughts. Congrats, Sarah. So I'm legitimately happy for her. She's in her 20s. She's getting married. That's what we need. We need more of this, right? But then these like this girl right here who has me blocked, by the way, because I'd be roasting her ass all the time, calling her a thought. We're all hating, bro. Crazy. I dropped the link in the chat, guys. Here's the link. It's just that the chat's moving so fast. Back to roasting these thoughts.
Gatekeeping.
What's a girl gotta do to get the second option?
Move because we all
Is yes. And ask me and
a good state and city zip code.
Yeah, because I was talking about how women sabotage each other. I had to show you guys that
All
shit.
the info on where we should
Address.
I'm 32 and single and without
32?
You stupid.
fail, anytime I do any kind of Q&A or ask me anything, I get the same top 2 questions. Do I want to get married? And do I want to have children? And so I thought it might be worthwhile to bring that conversation here. The short answer is yes. I do want to get married and I do want to have kids. The long answer is yes, but not at any
All right, guys, we're gonna be
cost.
stepping
See,
it
the
up with
thing
those.
is, I was always the girl.
Okay, so you guys see that? I do, but not at any cost. And this is precisely why she's going to continue to stay single. If you guys remember, if you guys watched the show we did earlier this week, right? I asked the women, hey, do you want a man or do you need a man? And a lot of the girls said that they want a man. And I had to explain to them, if you only want a man, you're not going to do what's required to keep the man. Right? And that's the issue. Modern women simply want a man. They don't need a man. And since women only want a man, they're not going to do what's required. I'll give you guys an example of this, right? Let's say I tell you guys, yo, you got to get in shape. If you don't get in shape in the next 6 months, you're going to fucking die from diabetes. Well, more than likely, you're going to force your ass to the gym if it's a life or death situation. But if I tell you, yo, go to the gym, you told me you want to lose weight, you're more than likely going to probably bail out unless you're a very dedicated person. Because want and need are 2 different things. When you need something, you're going to do what's required to get that need fulfilled. When you want something, you're only going to do it when it's convenient for you. Which, unfortunately, when you're doing things only when they're convenient for you, you're not going to be consistent enough to actually reap the success. So that's the dilemma that modern women find themselves in. They want a man, they want a relationship, and they want a family. But they're not willing to do what's required to get said family, man, and relationship. That is a fundamental dilemma with many modern women. At least this 32-year-old bimbo over here admits it. But I'm highlighting this because I need you guys to understand that this is actually how most women think nowadays. This is how most of them think. I'm not giving up my freedom and my fun and my life for a family. But they expect you as a man to come in and do what you're supposed to do. Be a breadwinner, be charming, be charismatic, do all this, traditionally masculine shit.
Well, I thought that I was going to get married and have kids super young. In my 20s, I was always in relationships. I can't tell you how many times I was a nanny or a babysitter or a dance teacher, really anything that involved children. But at the same
Yeah, guys, Kickstream is fine.
time, the guys that I chose in my 20s, they were not husband material.
Oh, yeah, I wonder why the men you chose in your 20s. When you're at your peak sexual market value, you pick the guys that are not good husband material. The fundamental dilemma that plagues modern women today. Picking the Chads at the worst time.
Let's put it that way.
True.
Okay.
But they're just super inconsistent. And I've come to some conclusions as to why this is, but I would like the men to answer me. I feel like men admitting that they want to be with women requires them to look inside themselves and do some work.
You see, guys, how like the impetus is like they always put like the buck on us, like for us to self-improve, and like women don't feel as though they should be better. You guys notice that? Like these ladies, they want you to do all this fucking work, but in their eyes, they look at it like, oh yeah, we don't got to do nothing though. We don't got to do shit. Like you need to self-improve for us, but we don't need to self-improve for you. So it's fucking ridiculous, bro. It really is. Starting to get old now at this point.